Now, with so much talk on social distancing, we'll turn to a story on social solidarity. We'll hear about organizations and people around the country going the extra mile to care for their communities when the government won't. Turn on the TV at any given hour, and they'll have you believing that coronavirus has plunged the world into a nightmare, an all-out every person for themselves scenario, where the only way to protect yourself is to hoard canned food and toilet paper. And whatever bad behavior might be out there, it's important that we know about the other reality we're seeing during this pandemic, which is the inspiring degree to which people are coming together and supporting each other. People are trying to provide for and help each other as the government is clearly failing to do this. Almost right away, spontaneously, people around the country and around the world sprung into action to provide for those most vulnerable, whether they were elderly, sick, or just having trouble getting around. Notices appeared by people's doors asking about their needs and offering the services to fill them. Some folks even made surveys asking their neighbors if they needed help with groceries or filing for unemployment. Others turned to social media to offer assistance with childcare to parents who are still being forced to work. Countless fundraisers have gone up to get things to people free of charge, understanding the extremely tight finances of so many working and poor people who are just trying to get through this crisis. Hundreds of petitions have circulated on social media to demand paid sick leave for temporary workers who are otherwise being sent home empty-handed. Breakthrough News was able to talk to organizers in Philadelphia about ongoing efforts there.
We've collected a lot of names and built relationships with people through the course of our struggle against gentrification and unfair development in the neighborhood. And those seniors and people affected with chronic illnesses who are already at risk of unsafe demolition practices having to do with poor dust control are now going to be receiving drop-offs of free groceries and essential goods from our organization. And that way we hope to alleviate some of the pressure that people are feeling, economic pressure and public health pressure in this period of crisis. Well, some of our members have been isolating and cutting down contact as much as possible in order to be as safe as possible to be bringing out groceries to people who are at risk. We've got donations from the community already. We've reached out to restaurants and coffee shops that we have pre-existing relationships with who are more than happy to give us donations. Like today I picked up, I think, 15 gallons of milk and a couple tubs of yogurt to bring to people. And we're stockpiling goods, especially non-perishable goods, in our community center that we run in Kensington called the Philadelphia Liberation Center. I mean, I would love to live in a society where the government is going around and bringing groceries to people. That'd be a lot more sanitary than forcing like thousands of people to go to grocery stores where the sanitation practices are completely ad hoc and not mandated by any central authority. But unfortunately, that's not the case. People, working class people, poor people, really are forced in a moment like this to take care of our own. And so that's what we're going to do in Kensington and other areas of Philly.